right, good morning. It's Saturday, it's March 20, and if you are noticing that I am alone, this is because today we're talking about a blended bridal fair. Now, we've been talking about this for the past couple of weeks, and last year, Themes and Motifs started, of course, the online bridal fair, and this March, actually, I think this weekend, we're going to start the blended bridal fair. And so, of course, who better to talk about blended bridal fairs than my forever partner here at the Love Wins Live Forum, of course, Miss Sharon Fabian, Managing Director of Themes and Motifs. Welcome back, Miss Sharon.
Yes, good morning, Rona. Good morning sa lahat ng nag-tune in sa amin this morning. If you are watching us on YouTube, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat or magandang hapon, magandang gabi. Depende kung anong oras dyan ngayon. And hello also to those who are tuning in sa Facebook Live ng Themes and Motifs. Good morning. Oo. Kahit na medyo hindi good news, let's effort natin na maging good ang morning natin.
Yes, we're here to hopefully you're watching and you're home safe. I think we can't do this show, syempre, without being sensitive and knowing just what we're all going through as a nation. And so, of course, I think if you've tuned into the Love Wins Live Forum, we've said the same thing again and again. Stay safe. We are all about being safe and celebrating safely. And we hope that this weekend, despite the things that we've been hearing, that you are sheltering home and being safe.
Yes, so if you have to go out and work, by all means,
yes,
do what you must do. Kasi, of course, we also realize that, Rona, hindi dahil pandemic, wala na tayong gagawin sa buhay.
Oh yes, definitely. And we have utmost respect, of course, for everybody who has to go out and work, and really that you do. We recognize that you do. For many of us, there's really no choice when it comes to our livelihood.
Right. So, just remember na to follow all safety protocols and guidelines. Kasi pag nasa labas, and I'm speaking directly to our fellow wedding suppliers, it's really very difficult sometimes to remember all these things. Lalo na now, it's summer already and it's very warm outside. I think today we're expecting 40 degrees ata tayo today. So you have all those, the mask, the face shield, no? Minsan naka-PPE ka. Pero talagang kailangan i-carry mo yan because that's your protection.
I think I recently, I guess if you are out for a long period of time, no, and lalo if you're working, maybe some of the things to remember, no, dala ka ng extra mask in case mapagpawisan yung una mong mask. And of course, now we are hearing about the advantages of double masking. So this is also something that you can consider if you have to go out, if you're working or you're doing your essentials trip. I know, alam ko ngayon, no, medyo everybody is a bit tense because of what's going to happen this week, or we're trying to see what's going to happen this week. So thank you for still tuning in and watching us here and listening to us. We hope that we bring a bit of sunshine this morning to you. Kaya ganyan yung look ko today kasi yes, we all need the sunshine.
Yes.
So, Aaron,
yes, ma'am.
Blended bridal fair. Sabi ko nga when I when I started the show is that we started, Themes and Motifs started the online bridal fair, which again, if you've been in the wedding industry or if you've even accompanied maybe a friend to a bridal fair, it was very difficult to understand what an online bridal fair would look like, di ba, last year? Because when we say bridal fair, we're talking about a huge space packed with a never-ending list of suppliers. Yung kumbaga kung ikaw bride or groom, parang one to sawa kasi lahat mahahanap mo, nandun na lahat. From the biggest detail of your venue to the smallest detail of maybe, accessories that comes with it, that you're going to wear. And when we started the online bridal fair last year, it was there was a question of what does that look like, right?
Yes.
And I think now the people are not just used to everything being online. Parang there's an online component to everything now, since the lockdown and since the pandemic started. But now we're also seeing more things like blended events. Okay, so what exactly is a blended bridal fair, Bago Sharon?
Okay. Going back nga, ang traditional way of doing a bridal fair is you really have to physically go to the venue. And we're talking about a big venue, a convention center, and yung history ng themes and motifs. We have about 400 exhibitors and attendees for 2 days, anywhere from 12,000 to 13,000 yung foot traffic for 2 days. So that was the bridal fair that we know of prior to March 2020. Okay, of course, when the pandemic happened, alam natin na ang number one na no-no talaga is yung mass gathering.
Yes.
So, agad, agad ang bridal fairs. Okay, so,
you say this with a smile, but we were not smiling last year.
Oo. Kailangan mo lang mabigat pa rin siya. Hanga nga ako sa wedding industry because ito yung isa sa mga huling magba-bounce back at babalik sa normal. Because talaga ang is lahat, whether yung weddings or functions, talaga it involves interacting with other people. So kailangan baguhin mo the way you do things. So bridal fair, we were thinking how can we still do it na we can still match yung suppliers and the soon-to-weds, na ma-address yung need nung isa't isa. Of course, the soon-to-wed, how can they continue planning for their wedding? And as we know, tayo naman sa wedding industry, how can we start bouncing back again? Okay, how can we start working again? So as March of 2020, we did the online. Okay, so yung online, mamaya pag-usapan natin kasi hindi pa rin sometimes mag-grasp ng tao na paano ba yung online na yan? Okay, yung matagal di ba? Even yung mga online payment, ngayon lang in-embrace ng tao. So sa bridal fair, I think it's taking a while for people to really appreciate yung online kasi iba nga naman na nakikita mo yung gown or nakikita mo yung cake, di ba? Nalalasahan mo, ano ba yung carrot cake, red velvet, yung ganyan. So iba yun. But because of the pandemic, the best way to really go about it is to go online, go digital, because that's the safest way. Now, in the last few months, we have seen a lot of developments and wag lang muna natin tingnan yung ngayon, the here and now, but I think nung pumasok yung January and we thought na magkaka-surge because of the holidays, nalagpasan natin yon. And medyo nag-protract, tama ba yung term of, kumonti yung cases and slowly nag-lift ng restrictions. So yung MICE, meetings, incentives, conventions, exhibits yan. Tama ba ang aking acronym? Di ba? Yun yung industry that
the live
does
events,
yung mga live events na ang ginagawa, yung mga meetings, mga conventions, yan, mga exhibits. So, January, nagbaba ng memo ang IATF together with TTI and DOT na pwede na for the MICE to start again. Okay, so, and that was the time we were thinking of, okay, medyo meron na tayong clearance to do it. So let's take a look at a blended event. Okay, so ano ang blended event? You will still have the online component. Kumbaga, yun talaga yung backbone of the bridal fair. But in our case, sa themes and motifs, there will be two on-ground events. Bakit po dalawa?
Mm-mm.
Diba dati isang weekend lang.
Ibang weekend, yes.
Oh. Dahil iba na nga ang normal ngayon, erase na natin in our minds kung ano yung bridal fairs that we are used to attending. Okay? So even the suppliers, I think it will take a while, no? Some of them talaga ina-explain namin. X na rin po wala na po yung 400 spaces na pinag-uusapan. So, 30% of venue capacity or 30% no area capacity. If you're doing it outdoors or ano, yun lang ang pwede mong gamitin. Okay, so, ano ang example niya? If we were to do it dun sa kinasanayan nating venue, yung convention center, if we were to do it on ground, if mag-yield dapat ng 700 spaces, kunwari lang, ika-cut down mo yon, it will go down to less than 500. Okay? Ganon. So, ganon siya. Yung number of spaces. Now, yung aisles mo rin, bigger aisles. Kasi, ang standard naman kasi dapat 2 meters. But, Rona, you've gone to bazaars, you've gone to exhibits. Minsan dinadaya yun eh. Dinadaya talaga.
Kumbaga sa jeep, pag ano yan, di ba? Meron pang isang pwesto dyan, di ba? Yung pagsasakay sa jeep. Siksik ka pa, ganon.
Ako naman, I'm really, talagang taas noo ako. In all the 18 years of doing Wedding Expo Philippines, tapos may Philippine Wedding Summit tayo, Life's Big Events Expo, we really, follow the 2-meter distance na aisle, na walkways, yan. Kaya hindi siya, kung akong tatanungin, hindi siya major adjustment for me. Kasi, yung iba, kung pwedeng kiputan ng konti kasi that's extra space pa you can sell. So if you go to a themes and motifs event, you'd know na malalawak talaga yung ano. Yeah. So hindi siya magiging major adjustment. But we really have to trim down on the number of participants. Why? Because ang bawal na bawal po pag nasa pandemic ka, yung nagga-gather.
Tama.
Nagga-gather yung big number of people. So they really have to regulate the number of attendees and the number of exhibitors. So yun. So kaya tayo may blended na itong Wedding Expo Philippines, we will have two stops dun sa blended because not everyone will be able to join yung isang venue.
So parang in essence, the 2 dates is to give chance to all the couples who are planning to drop by the physical expo, di ba? Kasi nga, just by virtue of math, no? So, kung 30% venue capacity lang po tayo, and of course, this is something we're very familiar with, di ba? Pag pumupunta po kayo sa tindahan, sa restaurant, sa grocery, sa mall, nakakakita po tayo ng sign sa labas. Only XX number of people allowed at a time. Diba?
Right.
Sa convenience store, bibilangin mo, 3 lang daw. O may 3 na sa loob. So, mag-iintay ka sa labas, diba? Hanggang sa may lumabas. And then you can go in para ikaw si number 3. So, it's the same in essence with our on-ground event. That we take turns and we give everybody the opportunity and the chance to experience the on-ground event of the Wedding Expo Philippines, which is a blended event for this year. So, can I ask 2 questions? Number 1 is, saan po yung 2 venues? Ano po yung date? And then, pangalawa is, pwede na po ba talaga tayo mag-on-ground sa bridal fair?
Okay. Well, as you've seen in yung digital collaterals natin, we have 2 venues. It's going to be at the City of Dreams, Manila, and the second leg would be at the Ayala Malls, Manila Bay. Okay. Schedule is April 10 and 11, and April sa Ayala naman, Ayala Malls would be April 16, 17, and 18. So 3 days naman yung sa Ayala Mall. Okay. So that is the game plan. But as we all know, kapag nagbabago yung situation ng pandemic, we also have to expect na baka magkaroon ng changes. So as of today, wala pa po tayong advice,
Mhm.
wala ring ang venue na o heads up sa amin. So as planned po. But I would suggest that yung that they check the website regularly so that they will be updated with the schedule, tsaka yung activity. And it's important that they register because yung registered couples natin, they get regular updates for the fair. Kung may changes o may mga bagong guidelines, bagong adjustments, we send it out to them via text blast or email blast. So it's important that you register. Kung talagang gusto mong magpunta sa isang on-ground fair, okay, pwede na ba talaga mag-on-ground fair? As I've said, early January, there was a memo that came out that is allowing the companies in the MICE, yung MICE doing exhibits, conventions, yung mga meetings, that pwede nang bumalik pero may maraming restrictions, of course. So as I've said, unang-una yon na the 30% venue capacity applies to those activities, kay convention, kay bazaar, kay exhibit. So pati bridal fair kasama doon. Aside from that, hindi lang yung dami ng spaces, but yung dami ng tao ng exhibitor. Okay? So let me
Yes.
just, I wanted to do some sheets, no? Kaya lang alam ko naman na pabago-bago to. Kaya I will just do a brief run through, okay? So ito yung mga salient points. Kung ang booth mo, and this is a guideline from the IATF and the LGU. And I'm hoping also that there are suppliers watching now, yung nagtatanong sa amin na bakit ganon, bakit mahigpit? It's not our restriction. It is really the restriction of, dalawa kasi yan eh. Merong guidelines si IATF, but depending on the area kung saan mo gagawin, kung anong municipality, anong city mo gagawin, meron din say ang local government unit nila. So,
Yes.
kaya minsan, different venue, kunyari, different city would have a different guideline.
Yes,
Hindi
that's
naman hindi naman siya paiba-ibang venue, but kung nasan yung city ng venue mo, medyo siguro may slight difference yan from one city to another. Okay?
parang ano lang yan, di ba? Pag a wedding in a certain city can have a different guideline. Let's say, kung dito po kayo sa Quezon City sa amin, pwedeng merong guideline kami na wala po sa Parañaque, na iba po sa Muntinlupa, or iba po sa Makati.
Yes.
So, alam naman po natin, by this time, nasa pandemya pa po tayo. At kahit ayaw po natin, tayo po lagi ang kailangan mag-adjust sa
Yes.
guidelines ng LGU for our safety. Yun lang naman ang i-underscore natin. Na this is given to us by the LGU. Of course, for our safety, para po sa ating kalusugan. Go ahead, Ms. Sharon.
So, now the chosen venues of themes and motifs for Wedding Expo Philippines on ground allowed sa city nila to have this event. Okay, so may go signal ng LGU. Walang problema doon.
Yeah.
Okay, but just so you know, if you're a soon-to-wed na mag-a-attend ka or a wedding supplier, this is pretty much standard. Whether it's I am not sure kasi yung guideline ay parang wala pang nilalabas na bago. Pag stand-alone, Rona, na stand-alone MICE event venue siya, yung hindi siya nakakabit to a hotel or hindi siya nakakabit sa mall, parang hindi pa ata sila cleared to conduct. Kung yun lang yung function ng venue mo na you're a venue for exhibits, for convention, meron kasing provision doon na wala pang clearance or subject to approval lahat ng gagawin ng venue na yun. Okay, so, but for the purpose of ito nga na yung venues na inallow, standard to for all. Ito masaklap pag ikaw ang sabi ko ba masaklap? But I guess my creative ways also of doing it. Maximum of one seller per
Okay.
booth.
Okay.
Ayan. So maximum. Dati sanay tayo na when we
Mm.
go to when we go to a fair, ang dami nating makakausap doon sa booth. So there is one seller for hindi ko po siya gagawa. Ay, ito yung guidelines na
Ikaw
binabasa ko.
po, Kuya Sharon. So, kung kayo po ay wedding supplier, interesado po kayo to be part, of course, of the Wedding Expo Philippines Blended Bridal Fair. Ayan, this is very important information. Marami po kayong questions na masasagot. So, isa lang po ang tao sa inyong booth. Ayan, makakakita po tayo ng very creative ways ngayon kung paano tayo magpe-present ng ating services, ng ating products. I think papasok na naman po dyan ang digital, no?
Digital yan. Digital.
Yes.
Okay. So,
ang assistant mo po ang tablet, gano'n. But I think we're going to see that.
Now, in some venues, they allow, depende kasi talaga sa laki nung ibibigay, i-approve na space. Most of the venues would allow maximum of 3. Kasama na doon yung tao ng exhibitor at yung potential client. So, naalam naman po natin sa weddings, pag nag-a-attend ka ng wedding fair, dalawa agad ang potential client, si bride and si groom. Bihira naman that you will have one lang attending, unless one of them is not available or out of the country. So you would only have one, the bride lang or the groom attending the bridal fair. So maximum of 3. So if you're an exhibitor, you decide you will have 2 people to man your booth and just talk to one client, or you would rather have both the bride and the groom and just have one person man your booth. So that is the guideline. And then ito naman true for all, no, whether you're an attendee or you're an exhibitor, you have to wear your face mask all the time.
Yes.
You have to wear the face shield all the time kasi may mga facilities po tayo na no mask, no face shield, no entry. So kung ano yung policy. But I think now because of the cases, talagang kailangan mag-face shield. And then observe physical distancing. That is why meron pong 2-meter aisle. Okay. And then also for the soon-to-wed, so that you know what to expect when you attend an on-ground bridal fair, one-way traffic lang po siya. Hindi na po pwede hindi na pwede that you will meet each other. And you also see this in the mall, di ba? May mga arrow. Yes. We're supposed to
tine-check yung arrow kasi hindi ko minsan napapansin na hindi ko na po siya nasusunod. Yeah. So, I will always look down and check ano ba yung flow, di ba? Parang kumbaga they create a flow for the room na ito po yung way. And it also helps us na yun nga, we don't hit each other. So ngayon, for the bridal fairs, we're going to do the same thing, right?
They make directional arrows, and that's the flow of the traffic. So para aware ka rin when you go, hindi ka pwedeng kung saan. So you have to follow the direction of the arrow. Okay. And then required then for the exhibitor to sanitize high contact points. Tabletop. Tabletop, kung meron siyang ballpen doon, they have to sanitize that regularly. So
what is regularly? Every few hours?
Yes. Well, ako ang sinasabi ko sa yung exhibitors, again, Rona, nag-evolve kasi talaga yung guidelines, depende sa situation. But what I tell them is, kada alis ng client, sanitize.
Sanitize, right. It's an opportunity for you to sanitize.
Kasi hindi naman tayo, if you're a bridal fair naman, it's not like you're in the market na, diba? May time for the client to leave and then sanitize that spray. Yung ganon. So, yeah. And then, if you're expecting bookings, of course, cashless payment, ayan, yung mga suit-to-weds, make sure that, because now kasi you really have to register when you go on ground, especially kung hindi siya mall, if it's like a hotel, mas maganda naka-register ka because those that are registered, priority yon to go inside the exhibit area. Okay, so if you're already registered and alam mo na sino pupuntahan mo doon, find out, make arrangements with your supplier because sometimes they just really want to go on ground, no, to check. Iba kasi yung you see them on ground to check the quality probably of the work, di ba? Iba rin yung nakakausap mo rin na virtual. So, make arrangements beforehand for cashless payment. Find out if your supplier has a GCash facility or pwede ba ang interbank transfer. Again, we are encouraging, I think now for all industries, everything to be done cashless as much
Yes.
as possible. So yun. And then yun, flyering, pa- medyo mahigpit din sa flyering. I don't know, Rona. I mean, you've gone out and you've done errands. And wala ka na nakikita nagpa-flyer ngayon, di ba?
Wala na po. Oo.
So, kasi ano yun high touch yun, di ba? Nag-aabot ka. So, in our case, we're working out a way na, of course, there's the digital component. And then, if kailangan may physical, ang ina-avoid lang kasi doon, yung maraming exchange of hands.
Yes.
Okay, so, yun. Pero, ako nga, now, I guess really more for the exhibitors and for the soon-to-weds, talagang isi-shift mo yung paradigm shift to. Oo. Paradigm shift siya. It's sad. I mean, it took a while, no, for me to accept it. Parang inaano ko na, hindi, ano yan. Hindi, pag sinabing go, balik na. Now, I know for a fact that it's not gonna be like the way it was before for some time.
Yeah.
The only time that we will go back to attending bridal fairs the way we used to will be when the pandemic will be declared over, or we've achieved herd immunity, or efficient na yung vaccine rollout natin na napapababa na yung infection rate natin. But otherwise, it's not gonna go back to the way it used to be.
Yeah.
So parang wedding, di ba? It took a while na to accept na wala munang big weddings. You know? The way to go about this is to have an intimate wedding. So the on-ground bridal fairs would be intimate bridal fairs. Okay. Pinag-aralan, yung iba hindi po naniniwala, pero yan, ilang ano na yan, ilang guidelines from different institutions yan, different facilities. Almost the same guidelines yan. Everything, I think even Rona, no, kung hindi siya mall-based, all the guests hindi pwedeng tumanggap. There are some facilities na hindi tatanggap unless registered yung darating na guest, yung darating na soon-to-weds. They have to be registered.
So, is it the same for our on-ground that if you plan to go, let's say, to the City of Dreams date, is there a place where they have to register first and say, I am planning to go there? Paano nila yung gagawin?
Okay. That's why it's important that you register online. One is for us to be updating you of the schedule or if there are any changes. Number two, para hindi naman magbawal ang walk-in sa City of Dreams. But ang priority is those that have registered, pre-registered before the actual day itself, the actual exhibit dates. So they will be the ones that will be prioritized to go inside the exhibit area, which is the ballroom. And limited lang din yun. If you can imagine, Miss Rona, the ballroom of City of Dreams.
It's quite big.
Yes, pero following, I mean, pag protocol compliant ka, we are only looking at 40 booths.
40 booths, okay. But when it comes to guests or possible clients, is there like a certain number at any given time? Ganun ba yun?
Yes, so 30% of the ballroom capacity. Pero kasama na yung doon, kasama na yung count ng visitors and the suppliers.
Yes.
So Yan. So, syempre nag-evolve yan eh. I can tell you, dun sa dati natin where we regularly have our bridal fairs, we can only have uh, 200 exhibitors. Kasi talagang malaki siya, di ba, yung convention center. 200 exhibitors and 200 clients at any given time. No more than 400 people at any given time. Maluwag na maluwag po yun. Because that's almost 10,000 square meters. But you can only have 400 people at any given time sa isang 10,000 square meters. So, to make sure na there's space
Yes.
talaga. There won't be any crowding. So that's why it's important that you register. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, kasi marami talagang changes, Rona. You know that we're even required to have an ambulance on standby. Yan. Mandatory requirement yan sa amin. Ayan. Tapos, yung high touch area, may mga sanitation ano kami, sanitation devices no, sa mga high touch. Yan. Hindi naman nire-require na mag PPE. Pero for functions na merong food, yung mga food servers talaga naka-PPE. And then, kung nasanay tayo noon, di ba dati may mga food tasting, grand food tasting. Okay, what is required talaga according to the guidelines that have been issued, packed meal po siya.
Okay.
Di ba? Nakapack, nakaano siya, para less contact also.
Yes. So, meron pa rin po yan for our on-ground component.
Food tasting, wala na. Wala na muna. Oo. Ang ginagawa ng caterer, no, like the last time, pag nag-sign up, last time kasi they will sign up and will tell us that they're interested to have a food tasting. And then we give the data to the exhibitor.
Yes.
May partner caterer natin. And then, nagsischedule ng private food tasting sa kanila na talagang controlled yung number of people. Hindi katulad before, if you remember, there's like one hall dedicated for
sa gilid.
Sa side, di ba? Tapos parang it's like one big party. It's like one big banquet party.
Saka yun yung yan yung smell. Yan yung una kong naaamoy pag pumapasok ako ng bridal fair.
Yes.
So, kaya ako nagpapa-food tasting today.
Yeah.
So, yun ang But, I think hearing all of this, hearing all these changes and adjustments, if I was a bride-to-be or if I was putting up or I was arranging my event, I actually feel safer knowing that there are guidelines to ensure my safety. Kumbaga, it's all these spaces, all the sanitation, even having an ambulance on standby, all of these things make me feel safe to go and knowing na, okay, pinag-isipan po talaga, pinaghandaan po talaga yung on-site na event, di ba? Kasi I think a lot of us have heard of instances where we don't feel as secure or as safe in certain places that we've been to, di ba? We know that there are things na hindi nasusunod. So, this makes me feel like, okay, pwede. I can go without worrying that there are there's nobody making sure that safety protocols or guidelines aren't followed. So, that's how I feel.
Yeah, and that's the reason why yung choice of venue rin namin, Rona, that's also very critical when we decided to do a blended fair. Because the two venues that we have identified, very strict yung standards nila when it comes to implementing the health protocols, when it comes to sanitation. So they really follow what's required of the IATF and the LG. So, 'di ba, yung iba nagtatanong nga parang bakit hotel? But we've gone through kasi their protocol kung paano nila hinahandle even pagpasok ng guests. I personally went through the experience of going there, checking facility myself. So ano yung set standards in place nila.
Yeah.
So it was also very important for us to identify the venues na kami mismo we're secure na hindi ka kinakabakabahan na
Kampante
ikaw
ka.
kung paano na. So we also know that they will follow.
Yes.
Uh, they will follow at hindi sila magbe-bend ng rules.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, safety talaga ang importante, 'di ba?
This is very
And
similar to hosting your own wedding, di ba?
yes, so yun. And yun nga, because people have been asking when we are going on round. So this is the best scenario now. There's a blended fare because we also understand that there are still couples and there are still exhibitors who are still not comfortable going out there. Okay, so we have exhibitors na Sharon, we will join, but we'll just join the online because I still have a baby, or my senior citizen parents are living with us. So okay na muna kami na online, and that's fine, 'di ba? Yung mga soon-to-weds din na gano'n na hindi pa rin sila comfortable mingling. So perfect, meron kang online component, and that's going to run from today, beginning today, until April 20. Now, for those that are, yung on-ground naman, protocol compliant yan. For those clients that would like to see their supplier in person, hindi po face-to-face. Kaya ang hashtag po natin, hashtag face shield to face shield. Yan. So, hindi po face-to-face interaction. Kung gusto niyo po mag-hashtag face-to-face, in person, then there is a venue for that. Of course, we have to follow all protocols and hindi po talaga pwede mag-linger the way we used to do sa bridal fair na minsan, di ba, nakita namin opening ng 10. Hala, magpo-closing na, 8 o'clock, nandun pa rin sila, no? Ito talaga, kaya may online fair and it's going to run 2 weeks ahead. Doon pa lang sa online fair, i-identify nyo na yung supplier.
Ayan.
Na, di ba? So, identify nyo, eto, I wanna see their work, okay? Pero ang maganda rin, Rona, sa themes and motives fair, no? Kasi pinag-isipan niya yung, lahat yan, paano natin masaserve yung needs ng soon-to-weds at ng mga suppliers. Paano nila mamimit kung itong si supplier hindi naman mag-on ground? Meron tayo since May when we started doing this. There's always an exhibitors live weekend.
Yes.
Where the exhibitors will be doing something like this, ginagawa natin, and they will present their company, and we encourage the soon-to-weds to ask their questions there kasi live. Yeah.
Yes.
So if it's really kung saan ka komportable, yung option. Yeah. If you want to do both, you want to experience the blended,
yes,
then by all means, diba, we'd be very, very happy to welcome you online and to welcome you on ground and to have a facial-to-facial interaction with you. But, sige. Yes,
does that mean yung nasa on ground, surely they are online or in our bridal marketplace?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what we're calling the bridal marketplace. If this is your first time to hear the bridal marketplace, of course, this is on themesandmotives.com, and this is where you're going to be able to find all the experienced suppliers who have I think this is what we're calling like their online booth. So you can check them out, their past work. You can also check out the discounts. You can also check out the freebies that they might have while the online wedding expo is happening, which opens today. Okay, so para alam niyo yung sinasabi namin, pag sinabi namin yung the bridal marketplace, ano po ba yung on-ground, on-site, yan po yon. And I have been asked once, no, what is the benefit, diba, of doing the bridal fair? Because for many of our suppliers and even our clients or couples, everything is online, diba? Almost everybody has a Facebook page, has an Instagram account, has a website. So why do the bridal fair? Now, I am going to answer my own question. Because, and I'm sure Miss Sharon will also have something to say, but what I've seen from what we've been doing for the past year, no, is there are so many freebies and discounts. Unang-una sa lahat, no, I'm gonna hook you in by saying that, yon, marami po tayong discounts, marami po tayong freebies na hindi nyo po makukuha from these suppliers if we don't book them through the bridal fair or if we don't register. And pangalawa, if you don't know, minsan kasi, di ba, we don't really know where to start looking. Halimbawa, not all of us have this list of parang, ito, pag kinasal ako, si ganito, si ganito, si ganito ang kukunin ko. A lot of us will be like, I have no idea kung sinong gusto ko na gumawa ng damit ko, sana ano yung caterer ko, or sino yung photography team ko. So this is a melting pot, or it's the place that you can go to have to, so that all your options are on one place. And what we can assure you, of course, in Themes and Motives, is that these are legitimate suppliers with legitimate businesses. And this is why we're able to do things like the exhibitor's live. Meaning, meron po talagang tao behind that business. It is registered. You are going to be sure that they will show up during your wedding date. Kasi we understand, of course, this is your hard-earned money. Diba? Hindi naman po sa lahat ng panahon kayang-kaya po natin na mag-down payment ng ganon. Diba? Siyempre, sanay na nga tayo ngayon to do online transactions and all of that. But I think, ako mismo, if I have to pay a certain amount, there's an amount where it's like, whoa, I have to make sure that this is real. This is legitimate, di ba? Hindi siya parang bumibili lang ako online ng cookie, ganyan, na pag hindi dumating yung cookie, oh well, ganyan. But there are amounts that we are talking about that we have to make sure that they go to the right place and to businesses that will really help us in this time. So this is, for me, these are the advantages of being part of a bridal fair.
Yeah. Ang ano ko lang dyan, Rona, is, of course, wala talagang 100% guarantee. Ang naalala ko yung guest natin, si Dr. Anna. No? Sabi, wala naman talagang 100% guarantee sa lahat. Diba?
Yes.
Whether yung safety measures na ginagawa natin sa pandemic, etc., walang 100%. Pero may effective measure. So, when it comes to yung wedding suppliers, and we have been known for that, no, tayo sa Themes and Motifs, that we really do not accept exhibitors whose businesses are not registered. Okay? Bakit? Ibig sabihin pa nun, hindi na nagkakaproblema. Pwede pa rin naman po. Di ba? I mean, kung yun nga registered businesses, minsan nagkakaproblema. But as an organizer, that is the most responsible thing to do. Na ang ipapresent mong supplier to potential clients, seryoso siya sa ginagawa niya. Serious enough to register their business, pay their business tax, at saka illegitimize yung business niya.
Yes.
Okay, so yun. And talagang hindi. Yung pag walang na-present sa aming business documents, we really encourage them. Actually, hindi naman tina-turn away, but we encourage them na you take the first step, i-register nyo sa TBI, and then from there, they will tell you ano yung next steps yung gagawin. So, and it's also our way of also helping professionalize the industry. So, yun yung commitment and guarantee naman that we give to the soon-to-weds, that we really vet our suppliers and we really make sure that they have registered businesses.
Yes.
Okay, number 2, may nagtanong din ito, gusto sila mag-register but natatakot sila kasi baka i-share yung data nila. We don't do that also, to the point po minsan nagagalit yung exhibitor sa amin because that is our commitment to you. Unless, katulad nga po ng sinabi namin, sometimes like if we have a partner caterer and meron po kaming tie-up with them at nag-offer po sila ng free food tasting at mag-gather ng data, you will have to give your consent to us for us to share your information with another supplier. Without your consent, we don't sell. So it's really just for the themes and motives, ano lang yan, database lang yan. Kung for marketing, it's really, kasi, di ba, kaya nyo binigay kasi you'd like to receive information from us. So yun din yung commitment namin sa inyo.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yun. So that's what can you, ano. Siguro, Rona, ano, we have, ano, no, para lang may ano sila idea of, parang patikim ng konting exhibitor's line. Ayan, we
Yes.
invited two
Yes.
suppliers.
Yes, we invited two suppliers to join us. But before we call them in, so we invited Hello Forever Studio, who's here with us. And I'm not sure how to say her name, but we'll wait for them to come on so that they can talk about their promos. Tama ba? For the bridal fair.
Yes. Kasabay na sila, no? Si
yes.
Jerry Silio of Hello Forever Studio and si Bojane, ang hair and makeup. Siguro, Rona, while they're, ano, papakita ko, hi, Jerry. Papakita ko yung, ano, good morning. Habang nagkukwento sa atin si Jerry, papakita ko ano yung itsura ng online booth. So, I will share screen.
Yes.
Tama. Wait lang, I will share a screen. Sige, Jerry.
Ayan, can you introduce yourself to everybody who's watching ngayon?
Hi guys, good morning. Thank you for watching Teams and Motives. This is my second time to join. And manakabahan pa rin. Kasi sanay behind the camera natin front. Pero yeah, this will be the first time that we'll be joining such a blended bridal fair, no? Hosted by Teams and Motives. And first of all, I want to thank Teams and Motives for this opportunity kasi talaga naman we know the effort that they went through to give the Suntuets this opportunity na talagang inaral nila yung safety protocol and then marami silang sleepless nights. I'm pretty sure of that. Maraming brainstorming na nangyari. So, in order to give our Suntuets what they're looking for. And, Hello Forever is happy, more than happy to be, and excited na rin, syempre, to be a part of this such blended bridal fair and to meet our Suntuets facial to facial.
Ayan. Ayan. So habang nagsasalita, Rona, si Jerry, nakita nyo clinic ko po yung banner when you go to the Themes and Motives site. So tapos I entered the event site and pumasok po ako sa category ng photographers. So ito po ang online booth ng Hello Forever.
Yes,
so yan, ito na siya. So this is their online booth, this is the landing page. Ayan. So may kwento-kwento, di ba? May write-up, and then may mga photos. Okay? Yeah, so you can see samples of their photo. Now, if you like what you see, you click like. Okay?
Please.
If Jerry is online, you can click yung, nakita niyo po yung sa baba, the chat now. Okay, so you can chat kung live siya, nakikita niya. Or you can call him. The call will go to the registered mobile number. Or you send a message sa kanya. Okay. The fourth button is a view profile. So parang ayaw mo muna siya i-chat, ayaw mo, pero gusto mo makuha yung complete contact details. So you click the view profile. Okay, so pag view profile, eto po, makikita niyo na yung kanyang contact details. Yan. At location niya, email, phone numbers. And then right at the bottom, you will still see the other stuff that he has sa online booth. Like yung portfolio niya ng weddings he has done in Singapore. Tapos itong click ko para makita nila Jerry, no? Meron siyang steal deal offer. So all you need wedding package.
And this is exclusive only for the registered couples for the bridal fair for the Teams and Motives. So yung mga iba. So you guys, register na kayo kasi lahat nandito na eh. I mean, kung ako, I'm gonna get married and wala akong that much time, and most especially yung mga ibang overseas natin na couples, one-stop shop to. Grab yun yung opportunity all you have to do is register to motives, and then from there, I'm pretty sure it'll just take you siguro half a day with your fiance to check out the registered and suppliers for your wedding at the comfort of your own home.
Ayan. Okay, another supplier is joining us this morning. Of course, Jane is here with us. Hello, good morning.
Ayan. Si Miss
Hello, good
Bojane.
morning.
I would
Hello, Ma'am Sharon. Hello po.
Jane.
So, Jane is a makeup artist, and this is her work. Yan, makikita niyo naman po. Ang ganda-ganda ng mga brides niya and how she
Wow.
works on
Thank
women.
you.
So, what can we see from you ngayong online bridal fair, Miss Bojane?
Come again, ma'am?
What are we going to see from you from the online bridal fair? Meron po ba kayong mga discounts or meron po ba kayong packages that you're going to provide the bride and groom? Yes, the soon to it.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, gagawa po ako ng package for the new brides this coming pag mayroon silang may booking sa Teams and Motifs. So, gagawa po ako ng package na bago. And then, ipopost ko po sa Teams and Motifs website. So, ayun. Mostly for prenup and bridal fair, brides, yun po.
And you've been, I know you're based in, tama ba? Not in NCR, tama ba ako?
Actually, ma'am, for now, NCR, Cavite area, Tagaytay, and Batangas area.
Ayan.
Yes, because magmo-move in na rin po ako sa Batangas. So, mas lalawak po yung area.
Yeah.
So, yesterday, ma'am, meron akong bagong bride from Santo Tomas, Batangas. So, I think nagka-portfolio po ako sa Batangas area kasi gusto ko rin pong makuha yung area ng Batangas. Yes.
Yes. So, kung baka meron sa inyong mga nagbabalak or nagpa-plan to have either your prenup shoot, engagement session sa mga areas po na ito, or baka dun naman po ang wedding venue nyo or ang plano yung wedding venue. So, Miss Bojane will happily work with you.
Wow, thank you so much.
Is there anything you want to say to our viewers this morning, mga couples who are going to get married? Baka there's something you just want to say or to invite them to your Facebook page or to check you out at the bridal fair.
Mga brides, couples, check niyo po yung page ko, no? So, Bojane Beltran Makeup Artistry and IG po is Glam Artist Bojane. So, check nyo lang po and then DM me. And then, meron din po akong Viber if you want to call me. Yes. And then, yung page ko po is Bojane Beltran Makeup Artistry po.
Alright. Si ikaw, Jerry, I'll share yan, we're sharing ito yung kanina. Kasi hindi pala siya nasa-share screen pagka tumalo na ng isang link, di ba? So ito yung sinasabi ko kanina that when you click, makikita nyo dun sa loob ng online booth ng Hello Forever, may iba-ibang laman siya. So I think this is the highlight, no, Jerry, of your package. Yeah, Steal Deal Offer.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about this.
Okay. Steal Deal Offer is our bestseller po. Kasi normally couples would ask, how much of photo and video nyo on the day itself or how much po yung photo and video nyo for the prenup alone. Normally, mas mahal siya pag separate kasi we have to, kasi once you book us, the services are not the ones that you see. I mean, meron pang nagkakaroon ng pre-communication or pre-production behind that or rather before that. So, nagkakaroon ng exchange of ideas, meron gusto si couple na medyo hindi bagay doon sa venue or dun sa isusuot nila. So we allot time to really brainstorm and research. Also, we take into consideration yung um, personalities din ng couples, kung babagay pa sa kanila yung ganong concept or yung ganong thing. So what we did with the Steal Deal offer, and we highly encourage couples to actually grab this kasi we, and this is a fact, we only handle 50 weddings. Medyo konti siya. Some nag-weddings ng 80 to 100 annually per year. Kasi for us, we don't want to be like for the lack of better word, no, a factory of wedding. We want your wedding to be really personalized. Meaning for us, in order for us to actually deliver your personalized wedding, we need to know you as a person. For me, I love to chat with my couples. I love to brainstorm with them. Kahit overseas sila, ibang oras sa kanila, I can adjust. I want to hear your story kasi story, we let your story kasi move us before we move your story. Meaning, hindi namin hawak yung mangyayari, especially on your wedding day. There are a lot of hiccups na mangyayari dyan. Medyo hindi natin maiwasan. Hindi natin hawak yung weather. You have a garden wedding, biglang umulan, lahat ng plano, just imagine the stress ng couples on that day. But if we know the couple and we can talk to them like magkaibigan na kami, suggestions from us kasi we know what's best when it comes to lighting, when it comes to background. The photo and video team will work around with it with our experience, given our experience and teamwork, so we can make this happen for you. So yung ulan na yan, konting ulan lang yan, pwede natin palipasin. We can, look for a better way to actually give you the best that we can. So with this Steal Deal offer po, we are offering it at normally in 130,000 siya. So we have the pre-wedding photo, pre-wedding video. We also include the aerial videography on the pre-wedding. And in your actual wedding nyo naman, which is, of course, we have the wedding photography, we have the wedding videography, we also have the aerial and the same day edit video. And it comes with 209 images, online photo gallery, which we'll post on our website, or for your friends who cannot attend the wedding. We also have live stream, no, if you come in, check that. And of course, it comes with a wedding book, which is our sought after for the heirloom kasi we have a special skin for that wedding book. It comes from Korea. Okay, maraming Korean fans. Sobrang ganda talaga. So I'm really proud of this. And then we have the crystal USB. So if you have a big TV, just sa bahay, you can just plug it in, check out your videos there and photos. Yun, hindi na talaga ma-edition. So we're offering it at 85,000. So it's around 40,000 discount.
Yes.
40,000 discount.
Tama.
So
Almost.
Jerry, ano lang ba to Jerry? Until April 20 lang.
Yes, Ma'am Sharon. Kasi right now, medyo nagpa-pile up na rin yung 50 weddings namin annually.
Wow!
Wow.
Kasi this is,
Sana all.
I mean, hindi naman as in marami na. Pero, kasi for me, quality is really important. Kahit konti lang ang weddings ko per month. Actually, I encourage everyone nga to challenge themselves, no, na yung price nila, in order for them to keep the quality, wag niyong ibaba. Okay? To my fellow suppliers. Kasi once a couple likes your work, appreciates you, and knows your value, hindi ka nila babayaran ng ano lang. Kasi they know you've been there, you've experienced yung hindi na-experience ng iba. They know that you can deliver kahit anong mangyari, kahit madapa ka habang nag-shoot, or kahit yun nga, may change of weather, you can still deliver it because they know that you're passionate in what you're doing and you love what you do. So, ayun. So, where was I? Nawala.
And thank you for sharing that. You know what I really like about your still deal, tama ba? So did I call it right? Is
Yeah.
and the way Hello Forever Studio is looking at their work, no. Ang sinasabi kasi nila is that ayaw nila na template. Okay? Kasi
Exactly.
minsan marami sa atin na ah, ayaw rin natin nun, di ba? Yung kasal ko, it looks like yung kasal ng iba. And what Hello Forever Studio is offering you, which of course you can get if you join our online bridal fair, is this personalized and customized approach to your wedding at a discounted rate of almost uh, cutting off 40,000. Ayan. So thank you so much, Hello Forever Studio and Miss Bojane for joining us this morning.
Abangan namin mo, Jane, the package that you will be doing for the online bridal fair. Yun, first day lang, Rona, and we will formally open it. Open na since yung mga
Well,
suntureds na nakasubaybay, I mean, those that have been tuning in, some of the booths have already been activated as early as March 15. Okay, so, but we will have a virtual ceremony mamaya because we'd like to, syempre, pray for it, di ba? Ask for God's blessing sa gagawin nating effort until April 20. So, I look forward to more posts sa inyong mga online booth. Thank you
thank
so much for
you.
joining us.
So can I, sorry Ma'am Sharon, Ma'am Rona, can I invite the couples?
Yes, go ahead.
So again, I would like to encourage the couples, no, to take your weekends, book, yung weekends nyo, kasama nyo si fiancé. If not, FaceTime na lang kayo. To go down to City of Dreams, Manila. And if you can't go there, punta kayo sa Ayala Malls by the Bay. Aside from enjoying the view, okay, makapaglabas man lang ng konti, ganun, makapag-unwind, you can actually see face shield to face shield yung mga wedding suppliers nyo. And the advantage of this is like, andun na lahat eh. For me, if I'm busy, marami kayo iniisip sa work, right now especially, others say it's just work from home, pero actually more stressful siya kasi what I've heard is that yung Zoom meetings na yan, actually mas mahaba. So unlike from work, you can actually talk to, you can siguro medyo relax sa work. Pero once you're in a Zoom meeting, you have to be there physically and mentally, as in talagang kasi kitang-kita ka nila eh. So let's take a break from that and let's grab this opportunity to go down to the on-ground bridal fair. Kasi guys, talagang pinag-aralan to, as I've said earlier, all the safety protocols, I can assure you, talaga namang City of Dreams Manila is, and Ayala Malls, by the way, is talaga naman, kasi sa mga, siguro, it's the safest na to go. And andun na lahat. One-stop shop. Paglabas nyo, okay, you got your suppliers na, you can move on with your life. Kasi, diba, kompleto na yun. Wala ka nang iisipin pa. I don't have
Yeah.
job forever. Kita
Yes. Yeah, we're really excited, Jerry, to go on ground. It's a small step, but after a year, we will be finally able to do it. However, yun nga po ang sabi ko earlier, uh, hindi natin hawak. We also recognize that when we plan this, hindi naman natin nakita na magsa-surge, 'di ba? So we will also abide by what will be decided upon in the next few days. Sabi nga ng ating doctor guest last time, critical itong week hanggang next week. So kung may changes po, we will let you know. If you are a registered couple with us, you will receive updates. Kung may magbabago po, wag po kayo mag-alala. Tama na po yung minsan na-cancel ang Wedding Expo Philippines noong March 2020. Hindi po natin siya ika-cancel. Ang worst case scenario lang po dyan is iuurong lang po ng date in case hindi bumaba ang infection rate. So we will just wait for things to kind of medyo kumalma lang ng konti. So para wala rin tayong worry when we go out of our homes to we can really enjoy planning for our wedding. And, but in the meantime, there is talaga nandun naman ang online bridal fair natin. We will have our exhibitors live weekend on April 10 and 11 also. So if you have questions for them, you have 2 weeks. May Holy Week pa ron na pwede yung pag-aralin yung profile nila, portfolio nila
Yes.
in their online booths and then ask them during exhibitors live for any question.
Yes. Ayan. Thank you, Jerry and Bujane, for joining us this morning. We'll see you again at
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day, guys. See you.
Alright, so ang dami na natin na pag-usapan this morning about our online bridal fair. So thank you for staying with us, of course, and watching this episode of the Love Wins Live Forum. Syempre, we can't go without reminding everybody to stay safe.
Yes.
Huwag po natin kalimutan, apat dapat. Okay, air circulation, physical distancing, face mask, face shield, and of course, keep your time of interaction less than 30 minutes. So stay safe, everybody. We'll see you
Yes.
online at the Bridal Marketplace. And
Lord
also,
willing,
Yes.
on
Yes.
ground. Pero Rona, ito, tandaan po nila, apat dapat, because this is very important when we all see each other on ground. Diba? Kailangan face shield. Pag nag-face shield to face shield na po tayo, at the back of your minds, apat dapat. Okay,
Yes.
so God bless all of us. Keep safe. And let's pray for our country. Let's pray for everyone that has been affected by this ongoing surge. And may awa ang Panginoon. We will better days will come. Yeah. Take care, everyone.
Take care and see you next week again at the Love Wins Live Forum. Same time, same place. Bye!
Bye.